Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 is the most underrated Need for Speed game. Of course, the original 2005 game is a lot better, and a lot of people think that the 2012 version is a disgrace. But honestly, I think it's the purest form of what Need for Speed is supposed to be. Now you might ask, oh, what makes this game so special? Is car customization? Okay, what about a lot of different upgrades for the car? Okay, is the story even that good? Okay, so if all of that is missing, then how can it be the purest form? Okay, to answer that simply, it's the gameplay. To start, I feel this game is one of the most arcadey Need for Speed games. Drifting isn't really based on specific cars, you can do it with anything. And since the upgrades are so simple, cars can only get so powerful. Which I honestly understand in a lot of people's eyes, that can be a heavy downfall. One of the main reasons why Forza and the newer Need for Speed games I feel are so popular is because of the full customization you have on the cars. You can engine swap, you can do just about anything on the cars nowadays, and make it do whatever you want. The drawback in my eyes is the realism. Health bars, being able to drive fully off-road. Yeah, it's really nice to have a lot more to explore on the maps, but at the same time the older games really thrive because you're forced to drive on roads. Police Chase is still at difficulty, so there was no need for health bars, and that's where I feel Most Wanted really thrives, is because it doesn't rely on that. It relies on a crash cutscene system. When you crash hard enough, it throws you into a cutscene, then will either respawn you, or if you're in free mode and you land upright, then you'll just kind of drive off in whatever fucked up car that you have. I mean, either way, the car will be wrecked, but it's just still a little funny when you have the worst possible car crash ever, and you just drive off like nothing happened. Either way, the damage to the car doesn't matter, it's only visual. The reason I think this works is because you can have these really fast cars drifting at stupid speeds, and if you crash, it does still punish you in races, but when you respawn, you will actually get a speed boost, so you're not completely fucked. And in free mode, it's nice because you can drive however you want, not have to worry about a health bar, and just actually enjoy the game. The one issue I kind of have with the crash system is the police. It kind of nerfs the hell out of the police because it's very easy to get away. Even if they crash into you and are able to surround you, it's still most of the time pretty easy to slither away, even in the worst of situations. Now, the races in this game. The races in this game are really fucking fun, since it actually influences you to crash into other racers. When this game's online mode was alive, it was extremely toxic, but it was also extremely fun. Basically the modern warfare of Need for Speed, because it actually had voice chat. So, while this isn't a perfect Need for Speed game by any means, the cops could be a little bit more difficult, but at the same time it's the only game I could think of, aside from maybe Hot Pursuit, where Corvettes literally shoot spike strips. If there wasn't an upgrade to automatically reinflate tires, then that would be terrifying. But other than that, racing is still really fun, honestly one of the most fun games to race on. There's a bunch of different cars to unlock, and it's honestly the easiest game to unlock them. All you have to do is just drive up to them. The only real downside is the customization is lacking pretty heavily. I mean, you can't even control the color of your car. You literally have to sit there at a gas station and go through it however many times until you get the color you want. But if you want a game where you can drift at 200 miles an hour,
auto log alert.
make crash compilation videos, or commit straight acts of terrorism to your local racers, then this is the game for you.